well, I've done it in the past, but new for the video. So I bought a few cars from auctions, and some of them I've taken it right into shorts, and some of them I've done fairly well on. So again, I have bought some more cars from the auction. Today we're going to Denver. We picked an elegant day to go to Denver. You know, absolutely great roads. Visibility is perfect. Temperature is amazing. We wouldn't have it any other way. So should be a good trip. Should be interesting. Hopefully nothing too dramatic. Anyway, we'll take you along between here and Denver and see what we find, and I'll show you the lot of cars that I seen years ago when I was towing. I'd tow cars into the lot over here, and I was like, holy crap, what do they do with these cars? Well, then I learned, then I got involved. Now I have an addiction problem. So anyway, but the good news is I have both bosses with me today, so I should get in a lot of trouble. We got boss number 1, Coda, and boss number 2, my better half. So yeah, should be a good day. So here we go. Wonderful Monarch Pass on this beautiful scenic day. Did the dozer work for it. Yeah, that one right there.
Mom's pretty badass.
We didn't mouth off to Mom when I was a kid. Lady in the world till you piss her off. Corner up here. So one morning I got a call for a truck in the runaway ramp and a missing trailer. So this guy had rented a mobile home moving truck, a little bobtail mobile home moving truck, and he had a gooseneck truck on it with metal beams, and he had bought a cabin in Utah. And I don't remember where he was from. Anyway, he came over the top and he missed a gear in that truck up here on top, and so he freewheeled that sucker all the way down off of here. And so when we came over, we were looking for the trailer since they had said it came off. And it was in that hole over there is where we finally found it. But coming down, we got down a couple corners from the top, and we were seeing marks on the highway from the tires, so it looked like, you know, eraser marks on paper where the trailer was playing Crack the Whip behind that truck. And I got all the way down here, and finally the gooseneck section. We called that the raceway because people be coming off here and they'd be behind somebody that's slow, and they'd whip out up there on that section and just get to hooting down, and there's a corner down at the bottom of it, and they wouldn't make it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So if you hear Tommy and I talk about the raceway, that's it. Yeah. Milepost 197 to 196. Somewhere, and I don't know if it was husband, relation, something was driving, and he said he came up here and the sun was in his eyes and he was trying to watch the road, and he sneezed and went off the road, and she had some really nice furniture and whatnot that was, by the time it made it to the bottom down there, it was hammered. Yeah, poor lady. One day it was so slick up here, up around this next corner, I had a van that they came around, and the ass end of the van was hanging off the edge of the road, and I came up here to get it in the one rollback, and I put my bed down a little too hard on the ice, and the truck takes off sliding across the highway and slid over next to the edge of the snowbank, all poop. And the lady, I had traffic stopped, and the lady coming up, I can hear her on the phone, and she's freaking out with 911 on the phone. Oh my God, the tow truck just slid across the road, blah, 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 blah. And so I came down and got the lady's phone and talked to dispatch. Was like, can you dispatch me another wrecker up here? I may need it to get this van recovered, yada yada. I'm okay, blah blah blah. And that lady's just having a fit. The tow truck just slid across the road. But the plow truck came along, gave me some sand so I could anchor, and I was able to get the van up. But yeah, that poor lady, she was having a fit. Yeah, it's right up here above this yellow sign. And the next corner up there, Tommy and I call that one Squish Corner because we were chaining up a semi that got scared. It was like this, and there's a little white spot on the other side, and he pulled over in there, and CDOT was making him move so they could plow, and he wasn't a hazard. And so they had us come up and chain him up, and so we're chaining him over there, and another truck came that didn't have chains on, and he came around the corner up here, and he's jackknifed and he's sliding, and I'm on the hillside chaining, and Tommy's out here, and he can see the truck coming, and so he's yelling at me, and the truck semi's running, I can't hear anything, air dryers popping and stuff, and I'm laying underneath it getting the inside link, and I hear something, and so I pull my head out to hear what the hell's going on. And about that time, the guy had the jackknife trailer and truck had stopped, and the guy got out and he was mad, and he slammed his door, and the truck took off, and it was the one that I was working under, and it shoves it forward, and Tommy's hollering at me to see if I was underneath it when it got shoved forward. said, no, I'm good. And Tommy yells at that other driver that's hit the back of the other one. He said, you better get in your truck and lock the door. And the guy's like, why do I need to get in my truck and lock the door? Because Tommy said, otherwise I'm going to skin you alive up here. Serious. Snow blowing too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was down here around the corner. So when I worked for Dottie's over here towing, the first guy I worked for, his name is Wayne, and he said that he was up here, and I think there's 2 avalanche areas up here, and I think it's this first one we'll come to. He said he was coming in the wrecker, and an avalanche whoop, came over and covered the tow truck up and slid him over against the guardrail.
Mhm.
And he said finally CDOT came and thump, thump, thump on the roof of the truck. Wayne, you in there? And the next one down, I almost got it there. I was headed down and just happened to look in the mirrors and went across the road behind me.
Oh, jeez.
Old Monarch Pass. I had a guy down here in this runaway truck ramp. He was so drunk and so high that he thought it was an off ramp out in the runaway truck ramp.
Jesus.
Didn't want to miss his exit.
Yeah. Toyota motorhomes that wrecked here and knocked this one power line down on the highway.
Mm.
And I got here and there's a guy holding the power line up, letting cars under. We're like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Sheesh. Some people are so smart.
runs a snowmobile tour. Old Bill here at the, what he calls it, he rents snowmobiles. Guess he's still there. Still got a snowmobile on the roof, hasn't he? Monarch Lodge. Big town of Garfield. So down here, I don't know. Nobody, well, probably the only older generation knows now. But down here used to be a gas station. There was a school bus that wrecked with a football team out from Gunnison, and this is where it happened right here. This is where I lived when I was towing up here.
Oh.
The school bus wrecked right here, went off the edge right here, killed a bunch of kids.
Oh, that's great.
It was 70s, I think, when that happened.
Oh my gosh.
And this next big corner down here, we got a call for a semi-wreck over the edge, and I didn't know baking soda came in 50-pound sacks. It was a whole semi-load of 50-pound sacks of baking soda. And they made us clean up all the, there was paper sacks like grain comes in, paper with a plastic lining. And
Oh,
we could
wow.
leave the baking soda, but we had to pick up the sacks. And we had baking soda, and of course, you know, we were smart people picking that up. We got bored. See, you could make almost like a snowball with this baking soda, and we'd throw it, and we had baking soda in our pants. We had baking soda everywhere. And it was, oh my goodness. Yeah. Your keys were so tarnished. Thank goodness that was before cell phones were a big thing. So we left them in the truck. Otherwise, cell phone had been hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah, this corner right here. Holy cow. to get to Colorado Springs is this way. Takes you through Lake George and all that.
Okay.
the gate now. So this is officially, if you have a car addiction problem, this is not where you want to be, because it's in here. You name it, it's in here. Some of them, I don't know why they sell them, because they are smashed and burnt and just nothing good left on them. And then there's the others, and the others is my addiction problem.
Here's our truck. We've been waiting. All right, got what we came for.
Holy, that's my.
get to Gunnison County.
Headed down the other side. Around Squeeze Corner.
Squish. We have made it to Highway 114.
Turn left now on Highway 114.
Use your left turn lane.
Slight left turn.